person to, sit down next to you and eat lunch with you, or say you look good, or say they like your hair, like your shoes, and it will make your day better.
And that's a very courageous thing, to sit down next to the person that no one wants to sit down next to. Have any of you done that?
I have.
I have.
Talk to me about that experience. What was that like for you? How were you treated?
Sometimes, hanging out with the person that's being bullied makes you a target for bullying as well. But, sometimes it takes a really strong person to stand up to someone and, be different and help someone that's being bullied. So you need to be brave, and you can't care what others say.
And what about the other people, please?
Like Chris was saying, it takes a strong person, but nowadays everyone puts a label on a person based on their looks. You need to be strong. You need to go up to a person who was being bullied at a certain point in time. You need to tell them, yes, you look good. Do stuff with them. Don't just leave them alone, because at the end of the day, they could end up hurting themselves, and you're going to feel bad because you didn't do anything.
That's so real. Anyone else want to add to that?
This is Triana. I feel as though if you sit next to somebody, if they're sitting by themselves, it makes them feel good inside. I have did it before, and I actually gained a whole new friend from doing it. And she was the new girl at school. She didn't really hang out with nobody. And I had even sat by myself, and somebody had done it to me, and I gained a whole new friend.
And how did that make you feel?
It made me feel good, because I don't usually talk to nobody if I'm coming, if I'm at a new school. I usually just be to myself, but knowing that somebody actually has interest or care about actually talking to me or making me their new friend makes me feel good.
Let's get deep for a second. How do you deal with the fear of not wanting to be that person because you don't want to be bullied yourself?
It's very, very hard to deal with something like that, because, you wake up in the morning and people try to forget that we go to school to, learn and to gain experience and become better people, and not just to look good and, make friends and all that. I mean, waking up and looking forward to doing something, meeting friends is fine, but I feel like you just really need to be your own person.
And what does that mean to you, to be your own person?
Being your own person is loving who you are, loving yourself, having confidence in yourself, and no matter how many people say something about you, you need to still love what you have.
Anyone else want to add to that?
This is Triana talking again, but I have never been bullied before, but I know people who actually have bullied people, and I can feel for the people that have been bullied, because it's not right. It's not right to be the bullier, and it feels like they should feel they will feel really bad inside. They have to wake up, going to school, and think they don't have nobody there for them. So that's the time where people need to step in, or students, or become friends with the people that are being bullied, so they can feel good inside.
Jennifer, talk to me about the specifics of this film. When do we expect it? Where do we expect it? How can I cop this release?
Well, we're about to wrap up filming very soon, and hopefully I can get it done within late summer, as far as their premiere and everything. I appreciate everything that the kids do for me in this project, and the hard work and the sacrifice of the parents, because I couldn't do this without my parents. So There are the kids' supporters, and they're my supporters too. So hopefully mid-August, I can have it up and running. I know I'm shopping it to Amazon Prime for the final thing. We're going to take it to the film festivals, and we have little clips on probably on social media or whatever, but that's my main goal. Oh, and wait a minute, I forgot, we're going to show some of the footage in school.
I think you're reading my mind, because I was going to ask you, have you taken this back to the same school district that didn't give your daughter the support she needed, and told them, hey, now you got a resource, so now you don't have an excuse?
Well, actually, that's a good question. No, they actually, when I asked them to use the school to shoot the film, they shot me down, because they said they didn't want, not the publicity, but they didn't want that type of drama in that school. However, I feel as though this is an important piece. And as taxpayers, we pay our kids to go to school to learn, not to get harassed, beat up, and anything else. So at least you could at least show a film to help ease some of the pain that these kids go through, have some resources from them. Because we talk about multiple things. We just don't talk about bullying. We talk about what leads up to the bullying. So I had to go outside the school district of my daughter, and they picked it up.
Thank you all so much for coming on today. And thank you to our listeners, because you've been listening to Jennifer Jackson and the cast of In the Eyes of an Innocent Child. That's a new short film that's coming out later on this summer, early fall. It deals with bullying. It deals with insecurities, struggles, student fears, and also deals with suicide. And it's so important, I believe, for all of us to see this film, especially if you're a parent and you have a child, or if you're a person in high school or younger and you're dealing with some of these issues. I think this will be a great resource to you. As always, if you are dealing with suicide or any of those issues, please feel free to call the suicide hotline. There is always someone there, and they're always willing to listen and help. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, please feel free to speak to a friend, an adult. It doesn't have to always be a parent if a parent isn't around. Maybe a teacher or a neighbor, someone that you trust. Reach out to someone, because as it's been stated many times, including here today, you are not alone. Thank you all for tuning in today to the TE Spotlight. Until next time, keep shining the light.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do. Tell the world I see with an emoji to stop the bullies.
Know someone who's being bullied online? Send the witness emoji. It looks like an eye in a speech bubble, and it's in the symbol section near the clocks in your phone. You'll let the world know it isn't cool, and you'll let your friend know you care. Learn more about the witness emoji at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Today's conversation has been edited from a much larger conversation that we'll be releasing this summer. So make sure you subscribe, download, and listen to the TE Spotlight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to the TE Spotlight. Support today's guest by following the links provided in this episode's description, and follow them on social media as well. Subscribe to the TE Spotlight on Spreaker, iTunes, TuneIn, iHeart, or your favorite podcast catcher app. Stay connected with Tomajan Entertainment on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at TOMASIANENT. I hope today's Spotlight has made your world a little brighter. Until next time, this is Tomas, and this has been the TE Spotlight.